Alright, hi, we're back. I'm back. We're rather close to the winery, Colares Regional Winery. That's where they make the sandy soil wine, the Colares Appellation Wine, DOC, demarcated region of origin. That's what it means, appellation, appellation in French. Unique cepage, unique varieties. Malvasia, you can find it elsewhere in Europe, that's the white. The red Remiscu, totally, they're both indigenous anyway, and quite unique. The Remiscu is totally, absolutely unique, indigenous to the region, not available anywhere else. And the Malvasia, you can get it elsewhere in Europe. Croatia comes to mind, Spain, Catalonia, but not the same, because, well, when we get to the vineyards, you'll see what is going on. We're in Colares now, made into an appellation, wine region of sorts, made into an appellation back in 1293. Our fifth king, Alfonso III, told the friars, the monks, dwelling upon his the land at the time, to plant vines and make wine, and so it came to pass. Back in 1862, though, phylloxera, dry leaf disease, from the Greek philos exera, hit Europe with the steamships. Came shorter trips, and the bug came from the United States, North America. Some say California, some, but that's debatable. It's apocryphal. Anyone telling you anything from it was from North America, and the trips were made shorter by the steamships. So trips came to 2-3 weeks rather than 1 or 2 months. And that's when and the bug managed to survive. Ideal conditions, warm. Boiler rooms and everything. So it made its way, and it blighted vineyards all over, and then made worse by the First World War. Then when vineyards were killed to start planting wheat and corn to help the war effort. Portugal did not engage during the Second World War, political reasons. Portugal and Spain. But during the First World War, Portugal actually sent 50,000 men to the trenches in Belgium and France. Most notably La Lys, big battle, and they were decimated. The Portuguese Expeditionary Corps, it was called, decimated totally. We are now going to the vineyards. And also, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the restaurant. Some people watching. This is totally informal. This is totally live, totally informal, and totally unplugged. So I'm just winging it and blabbering away as I go along, as I drive along. Eyes on the road, of course, and everything. So I won't be staring you in the eye. I won't be in your face, as it were. But I'll try my best to. And also, I'm having a little bit of fun because I've been in lockdown for too long, and I'm a free bird. I don't mean to quote Leonard Skinner, but I'm really a free bird, and I hate to be cooped up, locked down, chained. Got us a little truck in front here, and I hope you're all doing well. When you come back, we'll have some more fun. Probably the way things are. We'll have to go into different tours, meaning monuments inside and everything. The tendency will be to skip. You can visit on your own, very carefully and everything. I think tours, touring monuments, the way we used to do, and I did often enough, inside, taking people inside and everything, that'll be, for a while anyway, it'll be done away with. I think people ought to go for the food sampling, wine tasting tours. Look at the Templars route, which is a beautiful Templar. Two at least come to mind: the Tomar and Almorol Templar castles. Without actually going inside and mingling, Just looking at them, there's a whole lot of places, landmarks in Portugal worth visiting. They just don't appear on your average tourist route. They do now, and some. I'm being unfair. Some operators they do those tours, but as you know, buses and everything, they tend to take the coastline, for instance, the Alentejo coastline, beautiful thing, but not really, you know, the minivan, 7, 8, 6 people, not really. I do those, I've done those, and I wing most of them. You know, just because I like the place. I've been to those places, but you know, it's just, and I'm always hope what I show people, they like them as much as I do. I'm a little egotistical with these things because people, I take it, you know, it's if it is their first time, they know nothing about Portugal, or a little bit, they Google, and some people know a lot, they know the places they want to go to, and of course you accommodate that. But if they sort of, you know, throw themselves at me and say, Jose, you know, in your hands, please, you know, show us around, then I'll become very egotistical. I'll just take them to places that I like myself. You know, restaurants that I actually go there with my family. I know the food's good, probably not fancy accoutrement either, or the surroundings are a little rough around the edges, but tends to be good. And that brings me to, I'll just do a quick detour, show you the restaurant. Some of you watching this, because I'll be sending it to WhatsApps and this and that, people, you know, my friends, or I consider my friends, people that put up with me for 8 hours before, and some of them a lot more, you know, 3 times 8, 3 tours in a row. Those people will know that I'm a little nutty, but I'll just show you Neptuno. This is Apples Beach, Praia das Maçãs. Now, this is, you must remember, this is the 30th of April, so we're full spring, but it's almost like summer. It's rather warm, and people about. I don't know how these people do that, and sitting pretty close to one another, but still, here it is. There we go. See, that's now closed, the Neptuno, with all the paperwork there saying coronavirus, this and that. That's Neptuno restaurant. People watching this, I brought them here. Others, they won't know. There's the mountains in the background, and there's the beach, Apples Beach, Praia das Maçãs. Apples Beach, literally very, very nice. This can be a very nice setting for an afternoon, different afternoon. Enough monuments and palaces, castles. There it is. Wonderful surf, very mild waves, not a rough sea at all this time of year. Nice. And now on to the vineyards. Bit of a drive, so I'll just switch off for now and back on when we close to the vineyards, the sandy soil vineyards, the beach sand.